Stop looking for love in relationships. Love is not sustainable. All love is a feeling, which means it's the excitement of key neurotransmitters like serotonin and endorphins. What this means is that you can feel love going to Disneyland, but it's not sustaining. It's here now, it's gone tomorrow, because you can't stay in Disneyland. You have to leave. And even those who do stay in Disneyland, eventually it gets boring and the love is gone. Instead of looking for love, what you should be looking for are things like loyalty, commitment, patience, kindness. Because these are the things that will sustain a relationship and keep you out of toxic relationships and keep you away from narcissistically abusive people who have weaponized the idea of love to lure you in and to trap you. Let's talk. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Now, before I continue with this very, very important message on love, I want to let you know that I'm here to support you. Down in the description box, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. I do take telephone calls as well as video calls through Zoom, FaceTime, and WhatsApp. So if you'd like to spend one-on-one time with me, head on down there and get scheduled for a one-on-one appointment. Also, I do have a coaching program. My coaching program is live and in person every day, Monday through Friday. Together, the Royal We community is holding each other accountable. We are moving forward into 2023, ready to be toxic free. So if you'd like to join a growing community of people, then join the Royal We community as we are all moving forward. Now that we're talking about love, love has got everybody messed up. It really is a meaningless word. It morphs and changes because there's nothing solid about it. You can hear abusive people say, "I love you," which proves to you how meaningless the word actually is. And in the worst cases, it causes you to believe that abuse is somehow a part of love. It's not. Or should you ever try to leave a toxic family or an abusive spouse, you might be accused of being an unloving person. You might be accused of having never loved them. So you can see how this word now opens the door to be weaponized and used against you, which traps you. What kind of love is that if it's weaponized? If it's an idea, it's a concept, it's a feeling. A lot of people will say, no, Kevin, you're wrong. Love is in the Bible. Jesus loved. God loved. Wrong. The word love is not in the Bible. Sure, the Western world translated some words into love, but it has a completely different meaning, which is why everything is so messed up. Go look at the Hebrew language. The word love didn't exist. There was very specific words used, primarily agape. You know your favorite verse probably in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, love is kind, love is patient, love is this, love is that, which keeps people stuck in abusive relationships, by the way. Wrong. The word wasn't love. The word was agape. And if you look up the definition of agape, it actually more closely resembles morals and justice. Yeah, that's what it's saying. 1 Corinthians is really just saying morals are kind. Being just is patience. Not love. Nowhere in the Bible does it say to sacrifice yourself, become a punching bag, and call it love. Instead, you're supposed to operate through morals, through being just. It's an action. It's better in life to not chase after this word called love, wanting to feel loved, because you're after a feeling, you're after excitement. Understand that this excitement, this feeling that you're after with love, in a lot of ways is a part of an addiction. It's a part of an addictive personality. And by the way, to some extent, we all have addictive personalities. And here's why. because we operate based off of neurotransmitters. That's what motivates us in life. We get up in the morning and we go to work based on internal reward mechanisms. We know that we're going to get a reward. We know that we're going to get a paycheck. We're looking forward to these things. And God, if you will, in his brilliant design of humanity, gave us these neurotransmitters to let us know, do this, it's worth it. Do this, it feels good. Do that. Get away from that, it's scary. Adrenaline, right? These key neurotransmitters operate our lives for us, keeping us safe, keeping us motivated, so they're necessary. So understand that these neurotransmitters play a huge role in what we want. And so oftentimes, if you're looking for love, what you're really looking for is that release of certain key neurotransmitters, which again, you might as well just go to Disneyland. It'll do the same thing. You don't have to find that in a person. And if you do find that in a person, be very, very cautious. A person is not meant to be like Disneyland. It's not going to be nonstop e-ticket rides. And if it is, once again, it's dangerous because the e-ticket ride is going to stop. The excitement is going to stop. Eventually, you're going to see the person for who they really are, which might be abusive. So then you're stuck because you think this word love means you're stuck and attached to them, when really you just went through a phase of being excited because of how they treated you, how they made you feel, the release of all the hormones. And you call it love. And now a lot of predatorial, narcissistically abusive people understand, maybe not consciously, but they operate their lives in this way of having learned that they can create excitement in a person's life, which a lot of you may have been swept off your feet in the beginning of the relationship. They see that it creates this excitement and you're all about them. And they use that. And then they see that the excitement wears off. Because as I already established, listen, you can't go to Disneyland every day and maintain the same excitement. You can't be with the same person every day and maintain the same excitement. As a result, then they start to become abusive. Oh, you're not going to be excited by me? Well, then you'll be scared of me. So they cause other feelings. And then all this does is keep you in this pattern of trying to look for the excitement again. And that's really what you're calling love. Going from feelings of fear to feelings of excitement or feelings of hope. A lot of it, all of it has to do with your key neurotransmitters. Instead of looking for love, which is looking for these exciting moments, constant excitement in a relationship, instead of believing in love, and instead of staying stuck in guilt, because abuse is not love. Don't let abusive people, family members, spouses, don't let them tell you that you're unloving. Again, it's meaningless. Don't let them accuse you of being unloving for wanting to leave. Don't, right? Instead of looking for love, looking for this feeling, this high feeling that you can find at Disneyland, instead, look for what it actually says in Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. If you have a Bible, open it up and read that. Because it tells you what love is, except the word isn't love. Again, the word is agape, and it's very specific. It's an action, it's behaviors, and here's what it says: patience, kindness, right? Morals, justice, being just. This is what Jesus was, just, moral. These are the things that you need to look for. How do you find them? Through observation. Don't look for love. Look to observe other people in relationships and look for things like their patience, their understanding, their commitment, their loyalty, their temperament. Because ultimately, this is what's going to sustain a relationship. not the feeling of love. The feeling of love will be there today, gone tomorrow. And what you're left with is what exists outside of that feeling, right? The reality. So it's best to find the things that will really sustain a relationship. Patience, kindness. The things you can see, the things you can observe, the things that are sustainable, the real person. I know that this message is difficult. A lot of people want to believe that love is the answer for all, that love is out there waiting. No, it's not. So stop looking for it. You want to find love? Go to Disneyland. You want to find a committed partner? Look for their behaviors, their attitude in life, and whether or not it works with you. Look for sustainability, not love. Like I said, I'll be here to support you. Down in the description box, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. I do take telephone calls as well as video calls through Zoom, FaceTime, and WhatsApp. Also, the Roy Week Coaching Program is ready, and we are growing as a community very rapidly. We are live every day, Monday through Friday. Together as a community, we are going forward, breaking the trauma bonds in life. If you would like to join this growing community, head on down there and get started today. And I'll be back with more videos for you right here on The Royal We.